It is falsehood for you to try to impress on people what you are not able to do as an individual. That's what religion does. These were not the commandments of God, neither were they the doctrines of God. These were the commandments and doctrines of man. And so he says they indeed show a wisdom in will worship and a form of humility. They appear to be humble and neglecting of the body, not in any honor to the satisfying of the flesh. The flesh is still in trouble. It doesn't fix the man. So they're indulged in medicines that will never cure them. That's what religion does. That's what religion does. That is why I told people in the first service that back in the day, I used to quote the scripture, but now more than ever before, I understand 2 Corinthians 11, 3-4. Now, as I matured in God, I've understood the fear that Paul had when he said, but I fear lest by any means that the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety. So your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity which is in Jesus Christ. I understand this more than ever before. I understand this more than ever before. Because it begins with who is teaching you and why they are teaching you what they're teaching you. That is why the next line says in verses 4, for if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus. You see? This deception is not in the things the devil whispers in your ears. This degree of deception is in the things that you are taught by those you trust to be teachers. Again, I reiterate, there was a time I used to read that portion of scripture to understand and appreciate Paul's fear. But I can genuinely tell you, as I continue to grow in God, I started to understand and fear myself for some of the people we lead. Because this is a degree of deception that comes from the altar. The most consecrated place you expect to hear God from.